And we are live.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning.
I gotta go.
Are your headphones working today, Shannon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go shut my door real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Galactic
what's up?
Pop Mark is here. Bug Hunter's here. Carl.
Schuster in the house.
Zach
Fair
Hansen.
warning to everyone in the chat. I'm sassy today.
That's what happens when you kick her out of AlphaCon. She gets her blood up.
How am
Oh,
I
yeah,
gonna
that's
learn-
right. That is going
How
down.
am I going to
Yo,
learn to
Right this
up my
weekend.
fuck game? Oh, sorry.
we're 30 seconds in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that what they were teaching? I thought it was some sort of sales thing.
It's technically a business conference.
Yeah.
I hope
Do you know what
everyone has
lunch
a great
was? Can I tell
AlphaCon.
you what lunch was? Lunch was 1 room temperature energy drink.
Yep. Bucked up energy.
Bucked up energy.
Are you serious?
That was lunch.
That was the lunch
That was
they provided.
Lunch provided.
$3,000 admission.
No
Did we ever get
way.
a-
Is that
did
how
sh-
much it was?
Did she ever get a count of how many people were there?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'd love to
I
know.
saw a lot of the anecdotes I saw were about women who were there. In one of the videos I saw 2 white women with dreads in a front row.
The hell?
I
The
just
wives?
want to talk. I just want to talk to these women. I want to ask them why they want to be alphas.
Are you here on purpose?
Blink
held
twice.
against your will?
Blink twice if you're safe.
I'm betting it's the wives or girlfriends kind of thing.
Probably.
White women dreads phase is such a weird phase.
It's a weird phase, you know. Even if you're on vacation in Mexico, don't get the dreads.
Don't do it. Don't get the box braids.
Exactly.
Don't
do it.
get cornrows.
Don't.
Don't get any of it.
It's just weird.
Yep.
And for those in the comments that may be wondering why, I'll explain. It's because typically black women would wear cornrows. They would wear dreads. And in a corporate setting, it's unwelcome. But
Yeah.
when white women do it, it's fun. It's quirky. They're going through a divorce, whatever. Like it's a weird double standard. So yeah, and we all know Bo Derek pulled it off nicely. Unless you Bo Derek, you get a pass.
She gets a
That's it.
pass.
She's the only
one
Bo Derek
pass.
gets a pass.
One pass allowed and it's to Bo Derek.
But that's briefly all I'll say about it, and we're done. Thank you.
All right. How is Shannon's level, Tony? And we'll get started.
What do you mean, my?
Your mic level.
Not my mental level.
No. We don't care about that.
Okay, good.
Aren't
Just
you
kidding.
lucky?
Of course we care. Give me some test patterns there, Shannon.
Fuckity cock, sucky dicky.
Nope, too high.
Too loud.
Yeah. Also, YouTube stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
If you were here for the band meeting earlier, we discussed it.
Yeah.
Band meeting.
Band meeting.
well, we don't swear anymore.
Not in the first, I don't know,
Yeah.
5-10 minutes. What is it? What's the number?
Technically 3 minutes.
Oh, I forgot.
It's all right.
I did too. I said it already.
I
This is why you
basically
got
have
to here for the
a
meeting.
I have a running contest of who's going to swear first, and I win every week.
I haven't sworn yet.
Oh, Tony.
Huh?
No, it's
Heck
either you or
darn.
Rebecca. Almost always you or Rebecca. Shannon.
Okay. Fun prize to win.
I like
No, it's a good prize.
I like standing
surprise.
desk Rebecca. I like standing desk
got,
Rebecca.
like,
She's got her
so
hands
much
on her
more
hips.
room.
You could totally tell.
I'm all for this.
I got what?
You got
If
your
I-
hands on your hips a lot.
Totally.
I can
Always,
tell.
always power woman stance. That's what you're supposed to do to hype yourself up.
Hold
I
on.
got my
Guys, I might have to
Crocs
reload.
on. I got my Crocs on. Oh
Okay,
no.
go ahead and do that while Shannon gets his mic fixed.
Yeah.
Tony, I just moved it back. Is that better?
I think that sounds better. What'd you put it at?
I just moved.
Oh, you physically moved
I
the mic
physically
back.
moved it. Yeah. Does that sound fine or?
It's better.
It's still a little.
Okay, hold on. I just can't.
Just jump into your settings and drop it down to like 80 or 75.
69.
Settings.
Nice.
That was my bowling score last night.
Really?
69.
Nice.
How do I know you're me? What number am I thinking of right now? 69, dude. Nobody finishes that for me.
Bada bing.
Oh.
I may be too old to know the movie.
Cool. I'm good to go.
Bill and
It's
Ted.
Bill and
Hey,
Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Just wait, Tony. Just wait till my presentation later. You'll get a 69. You'll get your 69.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. That, and you can pull your mic closer now, because when you push it away, you get a little room echo.
So of course the nerds in chat, they're all like 42. 42 is the number. 42.
42 is good too.
You
That-
Douglas Adams
how's
dorks.
that? How's that?
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
Sorry, my dog keeps barking because he hears me talking to people and he's not involved.
Dan Garf got my Bill and Ted reference. Thanks, Dan Garf.
I got it too.
All right. Should we do a picture first, or
But
should
hang
we?
on.
Oh, well.
If Shannon's pointed at the mic, he sounds good. But if he talks to the computer and not the mic, he doesn't sound good.
Oh my fucking god! This job
Band
is-
meeting.
Jackie, what do you need?
There. There.
Let
you
me
wanna
hear
get
some
me
test
outside?
patterns.
Hi, my name is Shannon, and I don't know how to use a
Actually,
microphone.
bring your level up a teeny bit. Actually,
Oh my fucking god!
Well,
Band meeting.
hey, we're supposed to start at. We're supposed to get together at 11:10 and get this stuff sorted out.
that part
It's,
right there.
11:37.
Okay, there we go. I raised it up 5 from 80 to 85.
Yeah, I think you're good now. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Shannon.
Fuck you.
Here we go. And welcome back, everyone. Hi. How is everyone?
Hi.
Hi.
This better be a good episode. I skipped out on the last half of AlphaCon today for this.
I'll say.
Well, that sounds like a beta. That's beta activity, brother.
You went somewhere to talk about Star Wars? What?
Beta.
I heard they did. I heard Hooters did a pop up downtown.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
how nice.
I'm just
Surprising.
a tilted
I-
kilt opened up temporarily.
I was kicked out of AlphaCon. I had a booth. I had my table set up right in front of the men's room. And whenever somebody would try to get on, I would say, "Where are you going, punk? A real man can hold his urine."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Carrie.
Got
You
kicked
showed
out.
them.
Got kicked
Kicked
right
out
out.
of AlphaCon, you know.
Kicked out of
Dog is
AlphaCon.
just a drama queen. It's like this girl. Oh,
It's-
my energy is feeding into.
It's standing desk Rebecca, everybody. Hi.
Ooh, so sorry to just jump in here like I own the place.
Sassy. That's alpha activity right there. You own the
Yeah.
place, Rebecca.
I am
That is-
channeling. I can't go to AlphaCon, so I'm just channeling it here in my basement. I'm ready to learn how to up my fuck game and make money in either Bitcoin or real estate. Let's go
Any other way of making money is for beta cucks.
for
That's right.
beta cucks.
Yeah.
He's no beta cuck. He's quad T. Too tall Tony.
That's right. That's
He's here
right.
to talk about Star Wars. That's not beta behavior, by God.
That's
I like to
quad behavior.
That's right. I like to refer to myself as a beta schmuck.
I like that.
Oh,
All
Tony.
right. All right.
I like that. I like
Check me out on Twitter for more gems like that at Quad T Tony or on the Gadget Spot podcast.
Hey, Jay Whitaker has joined us, everybody.
What's up? Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up, whatever time you listen to this?
How are things?
I'm loving life. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn it. I'm feeling great.
Things are good. All
Two
right.
shows with Tim Meadows last night. SNL's Tim Meadows. We all know the ladies' man.
Yeah.
He once never paid for drugs, Dewey Cox. He's so funny.
That's disgusting.
That's
I'm
disgusting.
so happy for you. Tim Meadows is phenomenal.
He's so great. I got 2 more shows with him tonight. A lot of things happening. It's jwhitaker.com. Like, I got an actual schedule, and it's starting to really roll out. Keep supporting the Mouth Off comedy shows that Rebecca and I are putting on. They're great. Thank you so much to the Patreon people that come through. They're so fun. So fun.
The reviews are in, and it's great.
Love it.
Yeah.
Except our Spanish language folks, they've been telling me that it's son great.
What?
He's the official Spanish language translator of the show. He's Lee George Cade, everybody. Hi.
See.
Hi, all. I a star of my latest video. Can't believe Russian wife makes him schmuckled.
Oh, my God. Wow. So you're a Spanish translator and a Russian translator?
Yeah, star of very frightening Russian exotic movies.
So you talk about Bruno. Okay, cool.
I get choked a lot and spit on.
He not only talks about Bruno, he fucks with Bruno. All right?
Yeah, literally, he's the guy that's making me schmuckled.
Lee's breakthrough performance was in 2 Men, 1 Borscht.
He's our
And 1 borscht.
he's our Lee George Cade IMDb resource. He's Shannon Barneson, everybody.
Yeah, and I'm a fucking apex predator, man. They won't even let me in, AlphaCon.
Apex predator of Wendy's breakfast menu.
Wow.
Hey, I swear, for like 9 episodes in a row, Shannon was like, just eating my Wendy's breakfast sandwich
Quad activity.
last year.
Quad slammed.
Quad damn.
Hey, Carrie.
Quad damn.
Hey, finish him. Come here, you fucking sandwich. Fuck you looking at, sandwich.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
gonna get you again when I shit you out.
this is really too close to the last movie I made in Russia.
I'm such an apex predator. When I take a shit, I flip off the turd and I go, you had it coming.
So you get for leaving me behind.
Now I'm gonna go fuck your mom.
Carrie, guess what I did yesterday?
What'd you do?
I went bowling and I brought my bowling ball from the bowling league.
Oh, the bowling league, your Hulk bowling ball. Yeah.
Do you still have your bowling ball?
I still have my Spider-Man ball in an
Let's
X-Men
get the-
bag.
Let's get the league back together.
Should we be a Geek Show bowling league? Yeah.
Come on, it was my hobby, and then 2020 happened. It was my new hobby I was picking up.
Oh, I had so much fun. But yeah, me and Carrie, and it was Jeff and our little friend Nettie
We were a team, yeah.
and my little ex-wife Charity.
That's right.
We were on a team, and it was like a kids league. And at the end of the thing, you either got a Marvel bowling ball or a Cartoon Network bowling ball. So it was mostly kids and families playing this thing.
Yeah.
And we'd be over there getting drunk and swearing, and especially Nettie, she was the loudest. And they walked up to us. It was on Sundays, and they walked up to us and they go, "Hey, could you guys start like coming on Tuesdays?"
Oh.
Hey, if we can have it to ourselves. That's fine. That's fine. If we have it to ourselves, we're good. We're good.
That was a good
All right.
time. But
That
then
was
it started-
There's one guy that no one ever makes schmuckled, and that's our host, Kerry Jackson.
What's that like?
Alpha host.
Host.
I'm holding my urine right now.
The alpha host.
Is it in your
Jeez.
hand?
Yep.
Look at that! Look at that humble brag right there.
Is this the alpha
Prostate's
pod?
still strong. Blah blah
Is
blah.
this the
Alpha
alpha
pod.
pod?
Alpha pod.
I only piss once a week.
You guys piss.
Quad damn.
All right. Here we go. Let's get things started with 2 very strange Disney stories from the news this week. These are strange. Okay. So an estimated 1,200 couples a year plan to have their weddings at Disney theme parks, right? Or spend their honeymoons there. Thanks to the upcoming Star Wars novel, The Princess and the Scoundrel, we now know that Han and Leia were among them.
They got married at Disneyland?
Can I? Oh, listen to the rest of the story. He'll tell
Yeah.
you.
In a decision that some have assumed netted Disney marketing executive who thought of it a 6-figure bonus, Han and Leia will be spending their post-wedding vacation on the Halcyon, a.k.a. the ludicrously expensive Star Wars LARP experience, open soon at Walt Disney World Orlando.
Cash the checks, baby.
That's that Disney money. I got this on IO9, just so you know.
That's an Apex account manager.
Right there.
Shut up.
Set just after the events of Star Wars The Return of the Jedi, the story begins on the forest moon of Endor, where Han proposes in the elation of the rebel victory against the Empire. After a ceremony at the site of the victory celebration, at the end of the film, they get married on Endor. The newlyweds depart for a honeymoon aboard the Halcyon Star Cruiser, the luxury vessel at the heart of the new Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser experience at Disney World.
Wait,
Hi, yes, I would like to book a room. Specifically, I don't know if you have this in your notes, the one where Han and Leia fucked. And potentially, do you happen to know if that's the room where Ben Solo was conceived? Just asking.
Also, I was thinking about getting married, and I want to do it just like they did. Do you have Ewoks that will officiate my wedding? Nub.
That's right. Who's going to walk him down the aisle? That's true.
Nub.
Yes, hello, please. I'd like to be married in the trash compactor from episode 7.
Yes,
It's a
please.
surprise. My wife does
4.
not know about it.
And
How
then,
much extra is the Dianoga? If the Dianoga is not there, it's not an authentic trash
Well-
compactor.
actually, I'm going to disguise my penis as the Dianova.
Do you happen to carry
It's going
in?
to pop out of the thing.
Do you happen to carry in the lobby gift shop lightsaber sheaths? Do you know what I'm saying? Please don't make me say it.
For my dick?
And an additional question: do they glow in the dark?
Yeah. What was that? Oh, God, that reminds me of that terrible movie that you made me go see, Carrie.
Which one?
Hexed.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm still apologizing for that one. So the question is will they be participating in the lightsaber training class? Does Han have any desire to go to the bridge operations training?
No. He's not there to learn. He's on his honeymoon.
Will
There to
will
bone.
well
he's,
then
he's there to bone.
well then the next question is will will he and Leia sit awkwardly at the bar as the Twi'lek diva Gaia sings to them from 3 feet away?
And she's like, okay, here's a classic from my home planet of Ryloth. We call it "Groove Is in the Heart."
Now then the other weird Disney thing. Disney wants to be a part of every aspect of your life. All
I
right.
hate this. I hate this
Okay.
more than everything in the entire
What is
world.
this? I don't know about this one.
Yo,
They-
what? Oh my God, what is this?
They just announced a new project called Story Living by Disney. It's essentially a gated community, vibrant new neighborhoods that are infused with the company's special brand of magic.
Well, Carrie, every Disney park is a gated community if you do it right.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
It
would know
ain't
None of
best.
that.
It aims to replicate the experience of going to a Disney resort, but instead of visiting, you're living there. These master plan communities are intended to, it says, inspire residents to foster new friendships, pursue their interests, and write the next exciting chapter of their lives, all while enjoying the attention to detail, unique amenities, and special touches that are Disney hallmarks.
Looks like a shitty desert to me.
This is just Utah.
I don't like this. I really
Now
don't
the
like this.
the first location is called Cotino. It's going to be in Rancho Mirage, California, near Palm Springs. It's going to include almost 2,000 housing units on a broad range of options, full estate, single-family homes, and condos. It will be open to homeowners of all ages, but here's the good news. At least one section dedicated to residents over the age of 55.
Oh,
You know what? Bug Hunter makes a really good comment. The HOA gotta be out of control. The HOA,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what that costs.
Here's the thing I like about having that section of over 55 people. Mm-hmm. You just know where to go to still peels.
That's right.
I just want to know:
seems
do they
weird, man.
they have a plan for when the robots rise up or not? 'Cause
I think that they're going to be
Yeah.
a part of it.
we all
This is
know.
Black
Gate
Mirror
is for
ish
a
type.
gated community.
Yeah, I
That's
think this
true.
is creepy.
Oh, there you go. There's your Cotino right there.
Right there.
Look at all that look at all that valuable water.
Yeah, in the middle of the desert there.
This is
they probably make it.
this
Now-
is like Elysium. This is Elysium shit right here.
Now this here's the thing that this idea has both worked and not worked in the past for Disney. They attempted a similar but less compact idea in '96 with the town of Celebration, Florida. Now it still exists, but the company no longer owns it. It also owns a very high-end community called Golden Oak in Florida. But
Shannon
it's-
and I stayed there when we went to San Diego.
Yeah.
But it's not the all immersive storyline community that they're talking about here.
Yeah, no
A
shit.
storyline? You're telling me I gotta go to work at my jobby job and then come back and live like a Disney storyline?
Rebecca, look at these lollipop trees. There's a storyline right there. Lollipop trees.
Who's gonna take care of those?
Who's
Now-
going to water them?
Does the HOA take care of the lawn services?
Yeah.
Now, all of these communities were inspired by Disney himself. His original idea for Epcot.
Is it his
Which-
head? His head
which-
talking to him?
Well, Epcot stood for the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, right? And he seriously originally built that big silver ball in Disney World for people to live in, and he was going to pick the people who lived there.
Oh my god.
This is true. This is true.
He's like, now first rule, no Jews.
This is not good.
No. And he had uniforms all designed for people to wear inside of this thing, inside
Designed
this
by
big
Hugo
silver
Boss?
ball. Probably. There were there were restrictions about your hair and all of that kind of stuff, he wanted
No white women with dreads?
He wanted some scientists in there to help with the growing of the food, and the idea was that they were going to live in that ball for like a year. And so he could prove that it could be done,
So
But luckily, he died before that.
he was.
The thing
gonna
is,
have
though,
the
this would
first
actually work in
biodome.
today's age with marketing, social media. They'd make this is
It's influencer homes. It's
Yeah.
those communal. It's those communal
100%.
homes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
this
What do they
might
call those?
actually work, and
Incubators?
I hate it.
No, Jay, you're absolutely right. It sounds like it will work, and it sounds like an absolute nightmare. Like I don't want to be around any of these people.
Could you
was
imagine
just-
a whole community of people trying to be famous on
Can
TikTok?
Can you imagine a whole community of Disney adults, and you have to live around them like 24/7? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Disney adults, but I can only handle
Biodome,
so much
Black
of you at a
Mirror,
time.
Elysium at the same time.
Walt would go to great lengths to get his all-white utopia in his all-white ball.
Oh boy, oh boy.
All right. Well, let's lighten the mood a bit here. Should we get that trailer ready?
Let's get that trailer.
You know what? That's
Let's-
what Walt said when he wanted to make this community. Let's
I knew
that
there was
trailer
a
ready.
joke in there for it somewhere. I was racking my brain for it. I'm glad you got to it, Jay.
Yo.
Here it is. This is. Now we all love What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series, right?
Yes.
Well, this is from Taika Waititi,
Oh,
and it's his new TV project. It's a comedy about pirates called Our Flag Means Death.
I'm in already.
So here we go. Let's take a look.
Okay.
That's Rhys Davies as the gentleman pirate.
Captain Kidd, the gentleman pirate.
This
The
cast
first
looks
two are
amazing.
like very, very talented pirates.
The last one is the scariest of them all. Instead of killing with weapons, he kills with kindness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, so you're the gentleman pirate then.
Well sussed.
You upended your entire comfortable life.
Is this Ted Lasso but on the sea?
I don't think so, but maybe it
Ted
has a
Lasso
little
but
bit
with
of that.
parrots?
Pirate.
Leslie Jones. Okay.
I'm excited.
For everyone.
I love this.
Now here's the thing. I'll tell you about this. Oh, there's Blackbeard.
Blackbeard, Taika Waititi.
Oh my
Taika
God.
Waititi is Blackbeard. Yeah.
We're going to go on up there and we're going to How violent do we expect this to get? Note the gusto!
Oh my God. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes. But I'm replacing all the books I've looted with ones I've already read.
You know how hard it is to find someone doing something original?
Yeah, this was
This made me feel like an error.
this was one of those that came up before a show I was watching, and I didn't fast forward because in the first 2 seconds I was like, well, it's got 3 stars, so I'm gonna see what this is.
We're looting.
Honestly, there's nobody else who could play this role.
Oh, it's perfect, absolutely perfect for it. It was probably written for him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And here's
The guys are sweethearts deep down.
Oh, it's perfect.
They're just dealing with a fair amount of trauma.
Permission to blow them to hell, Captain.
And we're quite certain they're pirates?
Hard to say. One appears to be a heavy-set woman in a silk dressing gown.
Our
this
flag
is-
means
yeah.
death. Oh my gosh. Fred Armistead.
Means little plates.
Yeah, you know about tapas.
Oh my God.
now here's the thing. Here's the thing about
Oh,
this
I'm
this
excited.
show. Now this is the fascinating part to me. I mean, yes, it all seems perfect, but this is based on an actual guy.
No.
Yeah, he is playing a Steed Bonnet. He traded in his charmed life of gentleman for one of swashbuckling buccaneer. Apparently, this is based on an actual guy.
Wow.
So he was a rich version of Guybrush Threepwood from the
Basically.
Monkey Island games.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna be a pirate.
It's an HBO Max show. It will run 10 episodes total. The first 3 arrive on March 3rd, followed by 3 more on March 10th, and then 2 each on March 17th and 24th. So,
Let me tell you how happy it makes me when I see something I'm excited for, and then the date comes up and it's less than a month away. That makes
Nice.
me so happy inside when I see that.
isn't that nice? That's why I thought I'd bring a little niceness here. A little something for you.
Thanks. Thanks for
Kindness,
the
a little
niceness.
sweetness.
A tasty morsel while I hold my urine. Guess what? Here's
Didn't
the
have
thing.
to make it weird. Then you did.
Here's the thing. I can't hold my urine, so after these messages...
Messages.
Back.
Hey, Kara, are we going to lift a glass to Mr. Punk?
We will.
Yeah.
We
Band
lift-
meeting.
we do that at the end now.
Toward the end now. Yeah.
We had some folks say, "Hey, the glass thing makes us sad." We start the show off on a bummer. And,
Oh, okay.
We had our
Jay,
research.
let me pull your level down a little bit. You're a little hot compared to everyone else.
Yeah, I'm hot.
I mean
Yeah,
that in every
baby.
possible way.
Fucking, yeah, man. You know the fucking vibes. I got my haircut yesterday. You see this fade?
Oh,
Shit.
look at that.
Look at that
Yeah,
shit.
looks good.
Where do you go to get that?
I go to my boy in Plymouth, the Cutting Edge.
In
My
Plymouth?
barber's name is
Too.
Brick.
No,
Brick?
Brick?
Yeah, well they call him Brick
That's
because
a-
he got a head. He's got a head. He's got a huge head, and it's just a nickname he's had. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, Brick.
It's you know what's really funny is there's only 2 versions of Brick that I could have possibly imagined: a guy with a very
100%.
large head or a very tiny boy.
Or no, or third, he moves bricks, and you know,
Fair enough.
Yeah. Very literal.
yeah, but that's
Or-
like a
Or
it's
she's
like
a brick.
broadcasting you're a drug dealer.
She's a brick and I'm drowning slowly.
Yeah.
you know,
I would
Ben
with
Ben
house.
Folds Ben Folds is playing in Denver during a weekend that I'm planning on being in Denver.
Oh yeah?
I might
And?
go see the Ben Folds.
You should. He's afraid to fly.
Well,
Love
yeah,
that for him. Mm-hmm. Own your truth.
It's
It's like John Madden.
we had him scheduled for a show. Oh, geez, it was a long time ago. And
Thank you, Eisenhower.
and he said yeah, I got to cancel. It's this new thing. I'm afraid to fly now.
Wow.
I went, okay, that's an elaborate excuse to cancel a show in Salt Lake, right? He goes, no, seriously, it's hurting my touring.
Yeah, I love the Ben Folds.
Yeah,
Great
very
time.
very talented. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's hit it, baby.
All right.
Yeah, let's
Rock
hit
and
it.
roll.
Am I good, Tony? Like, cause I'm mostly right about here.
Actually, bring it down maybe a little bit more.
All right, no problem. Yeah, because that was the whole thing. Is like right about there. Check. Yeah.
Oh, before we launch in,
Yeah.
Sean Ernst is saying that he's very excited to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We just wanted to let everybody know that Jay, Tony, and I will be doing a live stream of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands when it comes out. So
Yay.
Just let me know when I need to cop that. Yeah, because I'm ready.
yeah,
sounds
I will
Hey, it's my
coordinate.
doggy.
Yeah, I'm way stoked for that game.
That's fun. All right.
Is
ready?
it easy? Can I play?
Yeah, for sure. Come on in. The water's fine.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, doggy, you good?
And we're back. Okay. All right, Lee.
Yes,
This is on Netflix.
that's fun.
Nope, get your drinks ready.
Oh my God.
Ready.
Um,
Oh,
Bioshock is.
I'm so worried about this announcement.
That's why when I posted it, I said, "LOL, uh-oh."
I am not. I am not.
Now this is. It says it's getting another shot at film adaptation. This thing has been kicking around Hollywood for a bit.
Yeah, it went back to Peter Jackson was developing it. The guy that did District 9 was developing it. I mean, this movie's been
it's been all over the place. But now the streaming, it says the streaming giant Netflix partnered with Take-Two Interactive, the game's parent company, to develop a cinematic universe. Vertigo Entertainment and Take-Two will serve as producers. There is here's the part that should concern you, Tony. No writer or filmmaker is on board at this time.
Yeah,
It's me.
Of course.
It's me.
If it was Lee, I wouldn't be worried about it. The Mandelabra was fantastic.
It really was. It really was. Sequel, not so much.
This movie's been this game has been around since 2007.
It's still great.
And
it's a classic.
It's one of my favorite games ever.
It is. Let's see. Society fragmented in civil war with many inhabitants addicted or using a genetically enhancing serum that gives people powers while also living in fear from big daddies, mutated humans who have been merged with diving suits, like you do.
This sounds like Disney's Community underwater.
Right. Wet cut.
Yep. Very good.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's what we call my bedroom.
Whoa.
You know, what was it you said earlier? You didn't have to make it weird, but you did anyway.
But then I did.
But you
She
did.
didn't make it weird. She didn't make
And
it weird.
I
Hey,
like it.
hey, Frost. Good for you. Good
Thank
for
you.
I like that
you.
one. Let's see. Into This World has dropped the game's protagonist, Jack, a survivor of the mysterious plane crash in the Atlantic Ocean, and that's how he finds the play area where
The play area?
where the show will be made.
The play area.
Rapture.
The play
The play area is called Rapture.
It's the
Wow.
play area.
Oh my god.
Now
Welcome to the play area.
it's I don't call mine wet cot. It's the play area.
No,
Yeah.
that's.
Hey son, are you in the play area of your TV game?
We just call ours the octagon.
I call mine the ball pit.
Now this. Oh man!
Oh,
There's a whack-a-mole joke in there somewhere that I'm.
You know it. You know there is.
I'm not going to
Get
make
it
it.
eventually.
Yeah.
Nobody's schmuckled in the ball pit. I'll tell you that.
Hey. Beta schmuck right here.
How often does the ball pit get decontaminated? I'm just curious.
Not as much as it needs. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I was in a ball pit, I found a skeleton of a preteen child.
I was gonna say pick your next words carefully.
Come on now, Lee. That wasn't my ball pit. That must have been someone else's.
All right.
He bought it used.
Now, no spoilers. Can we just briefly talk about how wonderful Peacemaker was? The entire.
Holy
my God.
shit!
I watched it this morning.
Perfect last
So
night.
good.
Whoa!
last episode
And what a
was perfect.
doozy of an episode.
I need to catch up.
And,
Lee,
oh,
you're in for a treat,
Without-
Lee.
Yeah, don't
I am.
spoil, but this was
Well-
this was a hell of a season finale. Like
James Gunn said that the season finale raked in more eyeballs than any original HBO Max program to
Wow.
date. And
Good for them.
they've already said season 2, so it's
Good for them.
It's returning.
Results
for
are
John
in.
Cena.
We really do want to taste it.
yeah,
Indeed.
But here's the John Cena project that I'm the most excited about.
there's more.
There's
more.
And there's more.
There's more. He has closed the deal to star in Coyote v. Acme, a live-action CG animation hybrid from Warner Brothers centered on the classic Looney Tunes character and my favorite. There he is, Wile E. Coyote.
Ass up, buddy. Yeah.
And he's suing Acme?
This
That's what
thing.
it looks like.
As he
yeah.
should. As he
Again.
rightfully should.
This is something that has been what it was is back in 1990 there was a humor article in the New Yorker called Coyote v. Acme by Ian Fraser, which was hilarious. And if you can, I'm sure you can find it online. Look for it; it's very funny. Dave Green, who previously helmed Earth to Echo and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, is directing. Chris Farina, James Gunn are producing the film. Screenwriter Sammy Birch penned the latest draft. It's being rewritten again. Wile E. Coyote, of course. Now, it says here, the silent and cunningly inventive mammal. Now, here's the thing. He has spoken in cartoons.
Yeah, he has.
Very rarely. Very rarely.
He was in one with Bugs Bunny, where
Yeah.
he has a very sophisticated voice. Wile E. Coyote.
That's not at all what I
super
expected.
super
I was literally
genius.
just about to ask you to do the voice, and this was literally not at all what I expected.
Oh, I remember like the first time I heard it, I was like, when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And now let's not forget Wile E.'s other ventures in acting, where he played a wolf.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Because wasn't he trying to get sheep?
He was
Yeah.
Ralph Wolf. He played
Ralph
Ralph Wolf. Wile E. Coyote starring as Ralph Wolf. In there was a series of cartoons where there was a sheepdog that was watching the sheep, and that was his job. And Ralph Wolf's job was to try to get the sheep from Ralph. That they were paid to. They clocked in at the beginning of every episode.
Best friends before and after
I remember,
work.
I remember
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
Ralph. Hey Sam. You know.
Hey, Sam.
So what it is Wile E. Coyote. He's suing Acme Corporation. He is aided in his
for him.
attempt by Device's mail-ordered Acme Corporation. They never work right, and so he's decided, with the help of a lawyer finds him and takes pity on him and says, let's sue the Acme Corporation. John Cena will play, I believe, the head of Acme. Now, let me see here. Feature will tell the story of down-on-his-luck human attorney who takes on Wile E. as a client in his suit against Acme over its defective products, only to discover that his boss, the lawyer's boss at his former law firm, is representing Acme. So
Ruh-roh.
Cena will be the lawyer representing the Acme Corporation.
I love it when he gets to play like an asshole. So
And
this will be great.
that sounds like he's perfect for this role.
Well-
Then they're going to start production in March.
And one thing I've really like through this Peacemaker show, he's a decent actor.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's not bad.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's gotten really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I won't. I almost said a thing. Never mind.
Don't
Spoilers.
say the thing.
I didn't.
We'll do that on our Geek Show Got This Covered on our Patreon,
we
geekshowgotthiscovered.com.
We need to do just a season overall deep dive.
A season deep dive, yes. Let's see. There was big announcements last week from Paramount Plus, or Paramount, that is, I mean. We're getting more Star Trek, more Transformers, and more Ninja Turtles. And they say it's going to be the Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto cast, but apparently none of the actors have been spoken to about this yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to get all those guys back for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Paramount said, yeah, we're going to do another one. I promise. And then we're getting Transformers Rise of the Beasts coming in 2023.
Oh, I actually have a clip from that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me grab that.
Rise
it's
of the
amazing.
Beasts?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they actually released a clip, so let me make sure. I know you guys want to see this.
It's fine. It's a CG animated, let's see, the first of 3 new installments in the franchise. CG animated movie also coming in 2024. And a new Transformers animated show will be on Nickelodeon called Transformers Earthspark.
Oh, wow.
So there's that. You're getting more Transformers. The Halo show doesn't debut until March 24th, but they said we're going to do a second season. And again, this is all on Paramount Plus.
Surprising on that one, honestly, because the first season had quite a few production problems. 2 showrunners, one of them quit before
Yeah.
they were done filming, and the second one quit right after they were done filming.
All right, I got that clip from that Transformers show.
Transformers show?
Yeah,
Throw it up.
here you go.
Throw it up.
Roll.
There we
Yep.
go.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Hey,
There
wait
it
a
is.
minute. Hey,
Yep.
wait a minute.
Oh, is Optimus
This was a
Prime
coup.
dead?
Oh no.
Nope, it's a coup. I will die on this hill.
I fear the wounds
It's a
are
coup.
fatal.
This was always a fucking coup. I will fucking die on this hill.
Looks to me like Optimus Prime is dying.
Prime,
Yeah.
you can't
How-
die.
Because
Kill
Ultra
Optimus
Magnus
Prime.
set him up.
Do not grieve.
Dude,
I shall be one with the Matrix.
You don't have a soul, you're a machine.
Matrix? Is this a crossover with the Matrix?
Ultra Magnus. It is to you.
Why is he struggling to
old friend.
breathe? He's
See?
a robot.
You set him up.
I
You
shall
set him up.
pass the Matrix of leadership.
It's like when
As it
General
was
Grievous
passed
coughs.
to
Like
me
why?
by Prime.
See?
Just
Ultra
a
Magnus
soldier.
think that this is his moment.
I'm not worthy. Nor was I.
So it was a failed coup.
One
What's
day,
happening?
an Autobot shall rise from our ranks.
He's active.
Now, kiss.
No, he low key. No. Stop. Hold on. Stop the tape. I'm pissed because me and my brother get into this argument at least every 2 years, and I'm telling you, Ultra Magnus set his ass up. Y'all can drink the Energon if you want to. I'm telling you, Ultra Magnus set his ass up, and then because he thought he was going to get the Matrix of Leadership, and it went to Hot Rod, and that's why he always resent. And Ultra Magnus.
So I want to read
intentionally. When Carrie shared his notes with me this morning, I was like, I'm going to mess with Egg Foo.
Rebecca Egg in the chat says that Optimus Prime breathes for system cooling.
I knew he'd have an answer.
Fucking nerd.
I knew Egg would have an answer.
That sounds legitimate. I'm
taking over Conspiracy Corner.
It's so funny that you brought up Grievous because I remember watching that movie and I'm like, so they turned this guy into a robot, but they left his shitty lungs in there?
They did.
Yeah, why not?
Also, we're getting in 2023 a theatrical Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film from Shannon's favorite, Seth Rogen.
I like it, but God, he fucks things up.
Okay. As well as a series of villain-driven Turtles films exclusively for the streaming service. I just can't wait for the Ray Fillet movie. That's what I'm waiting.
Yeah.
That was a deep dive, y'all. That was a very
I don't remember that
too
villain.
Deep for me.
Yeah, he was a manta ray. He was just an action figure.
Oh, I remember him.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was on any of the.
Oh no,
shows,
the cartoons. Okay.
And even better, we're getting a full-length Baby Shark movie from them as well.
Oh, don't leave out the important news. We're getting Blue's Clues No Way Home.
Okay, yes, Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues No Way Home. You got all three of them, and they're in a movie, and they're lost in New York or something.
This Baby Shark thing is one of those things where I'm like remember when the Angry Birds movie came out? I'm like, that should have happened about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some would say the Blues Clues movie should have happened 25 years ago, but I'm really happy to know that Steve finally got to open that detective agency.
Blues Clues is making a comeback ever since he put out that video saying I didn't forget about you millennials, and we were all like, thanks, thanks,
they
Steve.
relaunched it with a new host, and he's great, and he sings really well.
3 times. So they've got 2. The second one I can't remember his name, but he's Filipino, and then the third one I literally know nothing about him, but I think he's like Mexican.
I think that was the third one that you're talking about.
Do not. Well, actually,
how old is this dog?
I watched a lot of Blues Clues because that show started when my oldest was born, and that was the only thing that would get that child to stop screaming.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Here's what worries me about this Baby Shark movie, because Conspiracy Corner time.
All right, wait a second.
Facebook says it's true.
There you go.
Talking to the mic, Shannon.
That movie. That song came out right before everything went to shit.
Okay? Oh, you think?
Was that a catalyst?
I think. What I think is that it was set to the tune of some ancient Gregorian chant.
Wait, I got it queued up. Hold on 1 second.
Don't do it. No.
Oh, there it is.
It's the ancient lamentation music.
Thank you.
Baby Shark.
All right. And then we got a statement from John DiMaggio about Bendergate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the lone holdout for the Futurama reboot, which is going to happen because that Disney money. 20th animation and Hulu reviving Futurama for an 8th season. John DiMaggio is the only actor who hasn't signed on. He released a statement, and here's what he said. Hey, he's got your hat, Shannon, the beaver hat.
I know, right?
Let's see. I've been thinking about everything going on these past months, and just to be clear, I don't think that only I deserve to be paid more. I think the entire cast does. Negotiations are a natural part of working in show business. Everyone has a different strategy and different boundaries. Their price, some accept offers, some hold their ground. Bender is a part of my soul, and nothing about this is meant to be disrespectful to the fans or my Futurama family. It's about self-respect and, honestly, being tired of an industry that's become far too corporate and takes advantage of artists' time and talent. Look, I wish I could give you every detail so you'd understand, but it's not my place. Thanks again for the love, everyone. Still hope for the best. In the meantime, I'll be in New Orleans shooting Interview with a Vampire for AMC, and grateful to be. Thank you.
Bender just said, "Pay my shiny metal ass." That's what
exactly.
he just said.
And not just for him.
The whole
Not
crew.
just for him. He wants everybody to be making more.
Well, we saw this some time ago with The Simpsons. I think it was it Harry Shearer was the lone holdout, and he's the one who pushed it for everybody to get more money from Fox, which is now Disney. All right, let's raise a glass. We got two. We're going to start with Ivan Reitman.
Yeah, that's a bummer of a one.
That was a bummer. He was 75. Born in Czechoslovakia. Reitman came to Canada when he was 4 years old. His directing career began in 1971 with Foxy Lady, starring Eugene Levy. But then went on to do comedies such as Stripes, Meatballs, Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Dave, Jr., he was a producer who brought films like Animal House and one of my favorites, the Heavy Metal movie. Don't blame him for Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, even though he was involved.
That was Estelle Getty's best movie.
Okay. Howard Stern's Private Parts he produced. He produced Hancock with Will Smith and a whole lot more. But, of course, he is known for the Ghostbusters franchise, the co-creator and steward of the franchise, who...
And I guess his death was completely unexpected. It was just out of the blue.
He died in his sleep, apparently, from what I'm understanding.
He was also, like, what, 75?
75, yes.
So not young.
No, not young. But he's the one who took Dan Aykroyd's original script, which involved, this was the original plot for Ghostbusters, a cadre of intergalactic Ghostbusters across time and space that would have been catastrophically expensive to make in the early 80s. And he said, look, let's scale this down.
Just all of New York instead of time and space.
Let's set it on Earth. It'll give it a realistic vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Because Aykroyd is known for one thing, and that is overwriting things.
Well, and he's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, the original Blues Brothers script was like 800 pages or some shit, you know.
Wow.
I heard that somebody was talking about him on the radio when he died, and I guess he was actually working on a sequel to Twins called Triplets.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
And they were going to add Eddie Murphy as the third brother.
And it's still happening, from what I understand.
Huh. Yeah, I'd check it out, you know.
So, why not? And then, of course, we have to raise a glass. This is a sad one. Our very own Punk is no longer with us. I got the message that he died on Thursday night. He has been, in a bad way for quite some time. Quite some time. He'd essentially been in a coma for the last few months on hospice, and it's just. We all knew that it was coming, and it's just. Like I said, I knew it was coming, but at the same time, it's still
doesn't make it any easier.
Doesn't make it any easier. I've gotten so many letters.
That's me with him.
Yeah, is that you in your Deadpool costume?
Yeah, that's me. I remember
that's great. And there is a GoFundMe that I have tweeted, and it's on my Facebook page because Punk's medical bills are going to be astronomical. Well, are astronomical. They always have been. He has been in and out of the hospital for the past 3 years. Half in the hospital and half out, and it's just his mother and his sister. And so, if you can help out, go to any of my social medias, Radio from Hell social media, and
most of the Geek Show panel social medias.
Yeah, and make a donation. I've gotten so many fascinating memories of Punk from people. There's a guy who worked at a Hallmark store. Punk was famous for collecting the Hallmark Star Wars and Star Trek and Marvel, all the genre ornaments. He loved those. Mm-hmm. And apparently Punk would spend a couple of hours there every season and just chatting up with this guy and, bonding with him and buying ornaments for me. I've got a bunch of them here that he has given me. Anybody else want to?
I just want to say, like, one, what he stayed so positive and awesome.
He did. He did.
Going through all this, and
The
I
world
know
was
how
on fire for him, and
and I know how hard that is, and just such a great guy, just so kind and wonderful. Like I remember at one point when I was out living in West Valley, I just get a random message from him. He goes, "Hey, I need your address. I need to send you something." Oh, okay, and I'm looking at it right now. It's I get in the mail this giant Groot truck that is like a car transport thing.
Oh,
that you could put all your and I just loved him. He was so funny and so smart, and
he really was. He was like an encyclopedic knowledge of not just geek shit, but all kinds of things, history, and
just kind, and it was really weird yesterday so I have an alarm in my room, and that turns on X96, and it turned on right when you played that.
One of his movie reviews. He used to, for years, would do bad movie reviews on our show.
He was
Poultrygeist.
fantastic.
Poultrygeist was one that he...
Monstered.
Monstered was a classic.
But, and also, just another thing, he was one of my ex-wife's best friends.
That's true.
Growing up. And Kyle Brown,
Kyle, who is also on his way,
And I just love Dave, and he was one of our originals too. He used to do the radio show.
He's OG.
He's the original Geek Show.
Yeah, it just makes me really sad. So
he used to drive me nuts because he was Carrie's personal toy man.
Yeah,
and so if there was ever a very rare, hard to find action figure of, say, Jean-Luc Picard that was only limited to 1,701 pieces, you weren't going to find it because Punk was going to find it, and then he was going to give it to Carrie.
Yeah, he wasn't, and he wouldn't sell them to me. He would give them to. That was the weird thing, is that he would give them to me. So,
but one thing that Punk did for me, well, two things that Punk did for me. One, I only own Micronauts, my favorite toy from when I was a kid, because of Punk. Because he found out one day I was looking for Micronauts, and he's like, "Oh, if you trade me this piece of shit action figure you don't care about, and I know I don't care about, I'll give you all my Micronauts." So that was that. But he was he was an architect of sorts, or was he a designer?
He was an architect. Yeah, there are several buildings that he has designed that are standing now.
Did he work on the airport?
He did.
Yeah. He did.
One of the both of the times that we were trying to put our restaurant together, and the building code people would come in, the building inspectors would come in and start citing all kinds of things. Punk would do something somewhere where he'd say he would send me a message with what code violation I wasn't breaking, or some little loophole that I could throw out there that would say he's the reason why we didn't have fully enclosed walls at the second restaurant. He's like, no, just build them 6 feet high, and there'll be sound barriers instead of walls, and then you won't have to have an inspection for that. So He saved us tens of thousands of dollars on our restaurant.
If you go to the Radio from Hell podcast for the February 18th, you can hear the one of his movie reviews that we played back, and also
I totally forgot, Carrie, that voice you would put on to do the reviews. That was like a hyper.
Well, he would get excited and laugh, So, but you can go to punksmovies.livejournal.com and you can read. He wrote all of those out on a yellow legal pad, and then he transcribed them onto the Live Journal. So, yeah. Anyway, raise a glass sometime this weekend for our dear friend Punk. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm gonna go step away and.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Well, we got funny stuff.
I know.
What
just
happened?
It just makes me sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, what just happened? Because the room just reloaded for me.
Did it?
You all dropped out. I have no idea. I think there might have been a power surge. And I apologize if I said anything on air.
No, you're good.
Mine's done that occasionally too. It's your internet just hiccups, and then it comes back.
You're still here.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You're good.
Because I just dropped out for like about 10 seconds. Are we still? Are we?
We're in a break.
We're in a break.
Oh, you're frozen
Uh-oh.
now.
Must have happened again to him.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh no.
Everything's so much better on the East Coast, but not the internet.
Shut up. Be nice to me. I don't know what's happening, but I think it's.
Oh, you're back.
Working. Yeah,
Yeah, you're working now.
I think it's just your internet's struggling a little bit. Mine's done that on occasion. And I just sit there and I'm just quiet until what's funny is the video is in real time, but the audio has to catch up when it happens to me. And so everyone starts talking really fast and then they sync again. And I'm like, okay, back to real time.
That's the thing. I didn't get any of that. Like I saw the timer going in the upper left corner, so I know we're still live, but I'm assuming we're in a break, correct?
Yes,
we're in
we
a
are.
break.
As soon as those two come back, we'll get started.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, off air, on air, I really don't care, but Punk was OG, and it meant so. He was always kind to my son when I would have him at the cons. Like he always. And
oh yeah.
My son always. He remembers. He's like, I remember that guy Punk. Like just so you'll never forget that. So, but just a cool dude, man.
Last time I saw him was about I saw him in person anyway. It was about 6 or 8 months ago at Dr. Bolt's. And he was, just up there getting his hold as he is wont to do. And then it was a few months later. There's this Facebook group I belong to, this message group called the Utah Toy Guild that he started.
Yep. Which
is all of these toy collector people, and Beck's in there, and Jonas, who is real good friends with him, said, I saw Jonas at the comic book store, and I said, what you up to, Jonas? And he goes, oh, I'm here closing Punk's hold. It's not looking good. And that was a few months ago. And anyway, all right. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Yep.
And we're back. Okay, now I want to get to what you guys watched this week, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to your TV shows and your recommendations and all that. But here, I saved the best news, the biggest news for last. This is the news that everyone is talking about. The Wonder Twins movie is finally.
Who's talking about this?
Is it activated?
Nobody's talking about this.
I love them. I love
activated?
I love the Wonder Twins. I love them.
Sure, they're activated.
What's your power? Water!
It is, and again,
water.
This is another one of those projects that has kicked around Hollywood for a while.
Bucket of water. Dude, you could turn into fucking lava.
Yeah.
Adam Stitzkill, who is a writer on Black Adam, who also wrote Due Date, Rampage, and Scoob.
You know what?
Scoob.
Joke's on you. I like every single one of those movies.
I love Scoob. I think Scoob is a fantastic
Scoob is great.
movie.
Rampage is exactly what you want it to be. Due Date, two women being funny.
He is hired to bring Zan and Jaina, not to the big screen, but HBO Max, the place where many DC heroes make their debuts, Zan and Jaina, alien siblings. For the young folks, let me explain. Zan and Jaina are alien siblings who famously touch hands and shout, Wonder Twin powers activate, which turns Jaina into an animal and Zan into some form of water.
Jeez, what a dumb, stupid power.
No, it's not just water. It's like
only water?
No, it's like elements.
He's I only ever saw a bucket of water or
cartoon,
ice slide.
It was ice or water.
An ice chair, I remember one time.
Yeah,
he did an ice chair.
So he could carry Gleek.
Yeah,
because she would turn into a green eagle and carry the ice pail, and Gleek would be sitting on there. Yeah,
this is such a stupid power.
I know
it really was.
Now see, I didn't know this. Recent decades saw the pair get a little bit more credibility with runs on Teen Titans Go and Smallville. Were they on Smallville?
They were on Smallville, and I remember seeing that and going, "Why?"
And Gleek was their pet monkey because, of course, you had to have a pet monkey.
And he was purple.
And he was.
Well, they can't have their powers without the monkey. It's kind of like Captain Planet. It's all of them and the monkey.
My favorite Funkos that I own are Zan and Jaina and Gleek.
and soon Mankind.
That's true. This had better be just a wacky comedy. It needs to be live action so badly.
Or go the Riverdale route and just make it really, really pervy.
Ooh, I don't know.
Why not both?
That. As long
Why
as it
not
doesn't
both?
try.
Make it not pervy, horny. I think horny is the word you're looking for.
Oh no! There's
Make it
no
horny for the
there's no
youths.
horniness in Riverdale. It's just pervy.
As long as they don't try to take themselves
Also-
seriously, it has a chance.
Also, you try to make a bucket of water sexy.
Oh, hold on.
At Wetcott, you can.
At Wetcott, anything is possible.
I watched Smallville without the sound.
Missing out.
And I make my own sounds.
I'm just saying,
I
half
don't know
the
if I like
cast.
where this is going.
half the
None of
cast
the sounds
next-
are whoosh.
Nope.
I can cast half the X-Men movie on that show.
All right, who wants to start? What did you consume this week? What?
I'll go.
Okay.
Since nobody else is volunteering.
Yeah, go ahead.
We watched the first season, and I think it got renewed for a second. If not, I hope it does. On Amazon Prime, Reacher.
How is that?
Really cool.
Is that the one with the man who's like jacked
Yeah,
as hell?
Yeah.
It's
Alan
Hawk.
Alan Richson, I think is his name, something like that.
And
He's
he
plays Hawk
from
in Titans. That's right. Yeah.
Hawk.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's a brick shithouse, man.
Oh, he is.
He's fucking
He is.
giant.
Crazy. He's they say he's 6'5" in the show. I
well,
looked
see,
it up. He's
that's-
actually 6'2". But
Lee's
in
probably
Hollywood,
gonna.
that's-
Beta cuck.
No,
Yeah.
from what I understand, in the Jack Reacher books,
He's a
Reacher
giant.
is a big dude, and
Yeah,
Which is
then-
why it was so weird that Tom Cruise
Tom
played him.
Cruise.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
'Cause
so
I've
anyway,
I've read 3 of the Lee Child books, and like that's the whole thing is that do you want to get in a fight with a guy who's 6'6" and built like an Olympic wrestler because he's going to mop. So there's that scene in that stupid Tom Cruise movie where he just literally wipes out a bar. Put that in a 6'6" frame. And it makes a lot more sense.
And-
Tiffany says that this is the same guy who played Hawkman in the Titans TV
Hawk,
series.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah, he
that's
did.
what they
He did.
just said.
Yeah.
Yep. And
No, wait. Was he Aquaman?
No,
and
he's
in
Hawk.
Smallville, he played Aquaman.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
where their casual
Exactly.
clothes, where
I
their
was
casual
agreeing
streetwear
with you.
is just casual streetwear versions
were
of their costumes.
the
So
right
he was always
colored
wearing like an
hoodie.
orange T-shirt.
Exactly. But anyway, I highly recommend it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and they do a lot of, just like Lee was saying, a lot of kind of funny jokes and nods and things to his size throughout the entire season because he's just massive.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a really cool show. If you like that kind of lone man against the world, kind of solving mysteries and stuff like that. So we started Naomi, and that's been pretty cool so far. I think we're only
decent,
2 or
huh?
3 episodes in, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting take because in whatever multiverse world they're in, most people don't believe that Superman's real and that superheroes exist. And so for her to have powers is like a really weird thing. Not just like, oh, it's just another metahuman,
And what a
kind of
cool
thing.
version of Hawkman, too.
Yes, very cool version. Peacemaker, like you guys said, just freaking
Holy shit.
fantastic. Absolutely loved it.
So good.
We started Space Force. I highly recommend season 2 of Space Force so far. Has been really funny. And then we also started that noodle scratcher of a sci-fi show by Ridley Scott, Raised by Wolves. Season 2 is started. What a crazy show! What a freaking
What a crazy show!
I watched the trailer and I was
cow.
like, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
It's well, you need to start at season 1, Jay. If
Yeah,
you
you
do.
got it.
It's
Okay.
so.
Because there's.
I mean,
it's
I was
just-
all in until the last episode, and I went, oh.
No. It does a good, almost a time jump, a little bit, a short time jump, to kind of tie up the end of the first season a little bit, and then it just kind of turns bonkers up to 11, and you're like, what the heck is just? Anyway, I like it. I think it's cool. All right, that's it for me.
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
I can go. Mine's pretty quick.
Shannon can go.
We all have terrible things we watched.
Yes.
I'll just. My mine's like 2. I haven't been really watching anything new, but Jen and I decided to watch some of the Oscar-nominated films last weekend. And we didn't know that they were going to both make us feel terrible inside.
They're Oscar-nominated films. That's what they're designed to do.
They try to be.
So, of course, we watched Nightmare Alley.
Yes, I finally did too, as well.
Wow, what a great movie, but man.
Really good.
What a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
2 words. Heel geek.
Yeah.
Heel geek. Yeah.
I think we're going to watch that this weekend. I'm excited.
My wife wants to watch that, so we're
It's really good.
I started it and I was so bored I turned it off.
I want to watch that. All right, real shit. I want to watch that.
Lee's over here
but I was
taking
like,
deep breaths.
I'm
sorry you don't like good movies, Rebecca.
I want to see it, but I told Kat we have to wait till the end of Black History Month because I just saw that's a real conversation we had in our house. I was like, she's like, let's watch this. I'm like, nah, it's too early. Like, let's wait. We gotta watch New Jack City or some shit.
And then we watched that Power of the Dog with Pumberbatch Snickersnooch.
Oh yeah,
and,
I watched that one too.
Wow,
that's another bummer.
Yeah, but
is it like Oscar worthy though?
Yes.
Okay.
He is.
Is that the one?
no,
is that the one where he's a cowboy, or is that a different movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think
Who turns into a dog?
I thought everybody was great. Like, what's that guy's name that was on Fargo and stuff?
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons is awesome.
He was fantastic in it.
I can't call him like low rent Matt Damon anymore because he's that good. Like he's.
Yeah.
We used to call him Meth Damon.
Low rent Matt Damon.
Meth Damon.
It's me.
Jen summed it up. It's a movie you really have to watch.
Okay.
Right? And and you have to infer a lot.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't tell you what's going on.
One of the complaints I've heard is people are like, I don't know what the fuck this movie was about when they just weren't paying attention.
They were not paying attention because once me and Jen, there's 2 things you kind of have to figure out.
Yeah, the clues are there. Yeah.
Yeah. And
so you can't watch it like this with your phone in one hand?
No. And don't luckily I was only kind of drunk. And but I loved it. I thought I was just like when the end happened and I went, "Oh, fuck." Right? I'm like it all starts in like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. You know, it's I really liked it. The writing was great.
Good acting.
And it makes me want to read the book now.
Cumberbatch loves that book. He's one who pushed to get it made.
And the lady that directed it, I don't know if you watched the bonus stuff that's on.
I didn't.
HBO Max that's what it's on, right?
Netflix.
Netflix. She's been trying to make it for years.
Yeah.
And God, it's just beautiful too.
Yeah.
So I would highly suggest that.
In the chat, best Matt Damon joke by far from Green Boy 28. Matt Damon might be low rent Matt Damon after he loses all his money on crypto and NFTs.
Yes.
You know, you catch that, but you don't catch the 3 best Benedict Cumberbatches that are on there. Bumblebee Crumble Cake, Benadryl Cabbage Patch, and Benefit Lumberjacks.
Benefit Lumberjacks
is good, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Lee George Cade, everybody.
All right, I'm going to go fairly quick with this. Finished Dota, Blood of Dragons, which I freaking loved. Just good fantasy. Had a great time with it. Watched Nightmare Alley again because you
had to watch it since Rebecca stopped. You had to finish her version.
I had to pick up and do the second. Marvelous Miss Maisel, season 4.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Talk about making a pail of water horny. And then I'm going to show you just a quick clip from my new favorite show on TV. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
You ready?
All right. I have no idea what this is. What is this?
What? Oh,
what? Oh, the Cuphead show, you watched it?
Cuphead. Oh, good. I'm glad you watched it. How was it?
I loved it.
I've heard really good things about it, yeah.
I want to watch it because I didn't play the game because everybody told me it was too hard, so I didn't
It's
bother.
got that Ib Iwerks animation style going on, like when they show the outside of their house, there's a dancing goat, and song numbers routine. There's an evil, sinister baby. Everything is kinetic. It moves. It just made me feel good. The devil's gay. I mean, it's everything I want in a show.
I love it.
Like, there's a little guy pig. He's eating a hot dog, and when he gets his soul back, his hot dog gets its soul back, and they're like screaming at each other. So I
love it.
It's great, and congratulations to Netflix for really going above and beyond and making an awesome animated show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Netflix, they don't really mess around when it comes to their animated stuff.
Yeah, they do a good job usually.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Or
it
at least
feels like when you first discovered Ren and Stimpy, but you didn't feel like the creator was grooming teenage girls.
Yeah, because I definitely got that vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
Lee,
next?
Oh, real quick. Sorry, Lee. And everyone else, too, would probably like this. If you guys haven't started watching The Legend of Vox Machina on
That's next on my list.
Amazon Prime,
Okay.
So much shit.
All right. Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Rebecca.
Oh,
Jay.
whoever. No, whatever.
Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Go.
Still continuing to watch Abbott Elementary. Very funny.
Oh my
show.
God, it's so funny, but it's also very sad.
Yeah. Grand
Like I
Crew.
said, I can't watch it.
It's horrible.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's like me watching movies about crap stealers.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's,
like that.
it's a good show with a great heart. Grand Crew I'm liking.
I love Grand Crew.
Still loving.
I want to hang out with those people.
Harlem I'm getting ready to check out. I started the first episode on Amazon Prime. It just got renewed for a second season. I just can't wait to see what it's about. And then Tiffany kept mentioning in the chat, but Raising Dion is on my list. That came out, like the first season came out a couple years ago, and I never got around to it, but I can't wait to watch that. And Miss Pat if you never heard of Miss Pat, get fucking familiar. She is so funny. Miss Pat is a very funny comedian. She just had her first special drop on Netflix. I haven't checked it out yet, but the results are coming in, but I've seen her live. She is so funny. Go check that out. I can't wait to watch that. So haven't consumed it yet, but it is on my list.
All right. Rebecca Frost, everyone.
Hi. Okay. Jay
Sassy.
also, one of the comedians on our show this week wrote a book as well.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
And I can't remember the title of it, Jay.
I'll bring it up. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second.
But she was talking about her book before the show, and I was like, oh, cool, books. Like, damn, I wish I could write a book. And then later when she was showing us the book, it was a comic book, and it's all about her experiences as a nurse just at a hospital. And I think it's called You Ain't Nothing But a Bitch in a Wig.
Yeah, you ain't nothing but a bitch with a wig on, and so
Yeah.
Wow.
The comedian's name is Shauna Christmas. For those who may have seen me at Wise Guys, maybe like back in 2015, she opened for me. She's based out of Vegas in New York, and she's super funny. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, but go to Shauna Christmas, SHANNA Christmas.com. You can buy her book. It's very funny. It's on the way. It's got a comic book in it. Love it.
It looked hilarious.
She's why Luke Cage says "Sweet Christmas."
Maybe. Maybe.
So I didn't watch Nightmare Alley. I turned it off because I got bored. I started to watch House of Gucci. Turned it off because I got bored.
Makes
Sassy.
sense.
swinging.
That's alpha behavior.
Yeah. And then I watched.
Becca.
And then I watched
viewer.
Marry Me and had a blast.
Oh,
J-Lo, there's a reason J-Lo does the rom-coms. The only bummer is as if the songs were actual bangers instead of just the light kind of, she wrote it on a Thursday kind of song.
Jen
that
made
would put
me-
this movie into like top tier rom-coms.
Jen made me watch that on Valentine's Day.
And you're welcome. And
I just fucking stared at it the whole time, just like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then my husband
Fuck
surprisingly
you.
liked it, and then we watched Music and Lyrics, which is my favorite rom-com. Anyway, and then last night I watched, it's on Shudder, VHS 94. It's the third VHS movie.
Okay.
Very, very good. I give it a recommend. A very good movie.
So my question is, if they keep making these movies, will they progress through to DVD and Blu-ray?
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
how does that work?
I-
Did they start
Maybe.
with Betamax?
Laserdisc.
Well, the first two VHSs are actually in the future. VHS 94 is the first one that's like set in a specific year.
It's set in the other ones are set in the future?
Well, they're like present day.
Oh.
Got to get on this,
Oh my
Tony.
God.
I thought there was a
VHS
sci-fi angle or
2099.
something. I was like, oh, I might watch this.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Okay. I speaking of comedy, my Netflix, I've rediscovered how much I I wish that my wives were Natasha Leggero and Jen Kirkman.
Leggero is so funny. Same with Kirkman. They're so funny.
I just watched some of their older stuff just on a whim, and I forgot how much in love with those two I am. Let's see. Another funny show, American Auto. Watch it.
I've heard,
that one's
good?
funny. Yep.
Solid?
It's very smart. It's very smart. American Auto. Then Nightmare Alley I liked. I also on Disney Plus watched the making of The Eternals.
Oh.
And boy,
I would have finished it, but it was so boring.
Oh.
I love those. Well, I love those making of documentaries. But
I didn't mean the documentary. I meant the movie.
All right.
Oof.
Yeah.
You're fine. Whatever.
All right. Am I the only one who watched that new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Apparently, I am.
No, I've heard nothing but terrible reviews.
It was awful.
It's less than an hour and a half long.
It was awful and a lot of fun. It's
So
one of those where
it was an awful lot of fun.
No, it was awful, and it was a lot of fun.
So the trailer says an awful, lot of fun.
Yes,
Terry Jackson.
That's me right there.
Rookie
Don't watch
tagline.
it. I'm telling you, don't watch it. It's terrible. But I laughed my ass off watching it was the thing. Because they did all of the things that people in horror movies are not supposed to do. It's like none of them have seen Scream.
Scream.
Is it set in present day or is it?
It's present
Is it in the
day.
future?
It is a direct sequel to the original. A direct
Scream.
sequel. It's like none of those other Texas Chainsaw projects ever happened. This is a direct sequel from the original.
So
That means
Leatherface.
if you-
So Leatherface is like 92.
Well, because he's an evil being, he didn't age like the rest of them, or he was a teenager when it
And don't
happened.
don't they live stream in it?
That's the commentary that I loved. Was the whole these millennials decide to buy a town.
As you do, yeah.
Like you do. The town
With
of
your-
Harlow is up
With
for
your
sale.
avocado toast money, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They saved up. They
I
stopped buying
stopped
it.
eating, avocado toast, and I bought a town.
And they want to gentrify the town of Harlow, and it turns out that Leatherface is just living there quietly and not hurting anybody until they move in.
It's like, oh, stuff to kill.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
It was just
fresh meat.
yeah, exactly. It was just one of those to watch while
I'm
you're drunk.
I'm upset though because if you say that Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 never happened, you don't get that whole bit with Viggo Mortensen being the the brother cousin that lives there and at one point's wearing a frilly dress. I mean, you can't get rid of that. You can't retcon that. That's brilliant.
That's
How
what they
dare
did. Right on through. Anyway, games. What do we have? And we'll wrap this up here.
I'm playing a video game, Tony.
What?
Yeah, I found out that there was a new Katamari Damacy for the Switch.
Oh yeah, you having fun with that?
Having fun with that game, bud?
I like
You winning, son? Are you winning?
I like to roll things up.
Yep, there you go. Good for you.
If you've played one Katamari Damacy game, you played them all, and they're fantastic.
Good to hell yeah.
All right, let's see. This will be for the week of the 21st. And so, in case you've been living under a rock, Horizon Forbidden West came out.
Twitter will not leave me alone
week.
about this game.
Oh, I have it all loaded up. I was going to start it before we recorded this morning, but I decided I better not because I won't want to tear myself away from it. So after we get done, it's Horizon Forbidden West time. This week, Destiny 2, the Witch Queen expansion comes out, if you like the Destiny 2. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster for PC, iOS, and Android, so you can play that one. They didn't really, as far as I know, they didn't really do much to it other than like sharpen up the pixel graphics and stuff like that.
Since they're going around and doing all the pre-7, are they gonna? You think they'll do Final Fantasy Tactics?
I would not doubt it at all. Yeah, I bet they do for sure.
Nice.
I mean, that's what Square Enix is best at lately is just redoing their older games, and sometimes really well and sometimes not so well.
Well, because the Final Fantasy VII remaster is amazing.
Yeah, that one's one they did really, really good on. And then they have other ones coming out like Chrono Cross, the Chrono Cross remake that don't look that great. Anyway, Here's one coming out called Martha is Dead. Don't tell Batman or Superman.
Oh no, Tony.
This one's kind of interesting though because it's getting censored in I can't remember where. One of
Gotham and Metropolis.
Exactly. It's getting there's a scene in it that's getting censored. It's really graphic. I watched the scene, and the scene is someone basically pulling a face off, and they cut the victim's face skin off, and you watch them pull it off and then put it on their own face. And I want to say it's in Japan that it's getting. I don't think it's Japan. It might be the UK. I think it's the UK. I can't remember. Anyway, that was a thing on Twitter for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
Another game, Tormented Souls. Another one, Gibbon Beyond the Trees. That's an Apple Arcade game. Anyway, the other two things that are really interesting to look out for this week is the Steam Deck launches on February 25th. That's some hardware. If you're interested in that, if you signed up for the pre-order or the reservation spot, then you'll get an email. Yeah,
I signed up for it.
Starting on February 25th, they'll start sending out emails in order of the sign-ups so that you can pay for your unit, and they'll ship it out to you. It looks really cool. I'm very interested. Would you mind doing like a full review on it when you get it, Rebecca?
Shit, yeah. Hell yeah. I know it's the first generation, and I know I'm getting a lemon, but I'm still excited.
No, it looks really neat. And then the other big one, Elden Ring, comes out this week, and that's one of those games that there's a group of folks, a fairly large group of folks, that are very, very excited for it. The people that love the Dark Souls games, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and this is another one from that studio. And then there's the rest of everyone else that just don't care about it. But it looks pretty cool. It's the first kind of open world style Souls game from that developer, From Software, and that'll be out on the 25th. And it won for the last 2 years in a row. It's won most anticipated game at the Game Awards. So there's a lot of people excited for it.
Better deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then, Mr. B, if you would, please.
All right. Punk recommends that you eat more ham with a big bowl of Smurfberry Crunch, a 6-pack of Diet Right Cola, and a 5th of Wild Turkey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Nice job, guys.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for stopping by.
You got Patreon?
Yeah.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
I do have my PowerPoint presentation, but I would love to present live.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
With this group.
Yeah,
These
let these
people.
folks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I would love to just. Okay, cool.
And
Let me
then later,
share.
and then later, I'll cut it out and put it up as its own thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hey, folks, you get a special here. All right.
Hey, while you're getting that up, hey, Tony,
Yeah.
did you watch the Shoresy teaser?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
That
Is it on YouTube or?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Kesso. They're not hiding his face.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a whole series where they don't hide his face. So
Yeah. So it looks. I mean, there's not much to it, but it looks
right.
interesting.
okay.
Let's
I'm
see
excited to see this
Rebecca's
again.
presentation here.
So,
great.
yes, if you came to the Mouth Off show on Wednesday, you saw me give this presentation. But it's Conspiracy Corner, and I want to talk about
Facebook says it's true.
why I think the Queen is definitely dead, and they are lying to us.
Wait. Hold on. It's not
Yeah.
showing yet.
You gotta
There we
actually-
go.
All
Okay.
right, there we go.
Go back one screen so you can see
Okay,
the.
hold on.
That was I think my fault. I'm sorry.
Whoops. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
Browser within a
I got
browser
it.
within
There
a
we
I got
go.
it.
Oh my
Can you
god.
see it?
Wow.
So the Queen is definitely dead. Back in November 2021, the Queen was experiencing some minor health issues, and she was kind of in and out of the hospital. But then one day she sprained her back, and the palace said, "That's it. We're not seeing her until February. She is entering a new phase of reign, and we just will not see her in person, but more likely on video." And some people started making jokes like, she's going upstate to live on the farm with a bunch of other royals. Or, she's entering her chrysalis. And soon in February, she will emerge as a beautiful monarch. I do want to go into briefly a thing called Operation London Bridge. It is essentially what happens when the Queen dies. So essentially, right when the Queen dies, Charles becomes king, Camilla becomes queen consort. The news is delivered to the masses with a bunch of pre-made music playlists, announcements, obituaries that have been rehearsed for decades. And one thing, I have these blue lights up here is because that is all of the news stations have a blue light, and when it is time to make that announcement, the blue light in the newsroom goes off. Yeah, and then they all have outfits on hand to change into. So then begins 12 days of mourning, where the Queen has her funeral on the 10th day. But during this 12 days of mourning, the stock exchange closes, sporting events are cancelled, Parliament shuts down, and the Royal Air Force is grounded, and the BBC cannot show any comedy shows during these 12 days. Because it is a sad time. Yeah, it's nuts. So what's all this then?
Thank you.
Why hide the Queen's death? Well, if she died in the year 2021, she would have been queen for 69 years. Nice. We don't want to make the Queen's death a joke, or we don't want to make the Queen's legacy a joke. Next, we were 2 years into a global pandemic. Why add another bummer on top of that? November, it was almost Christmas time. Why ruin everyone's Christmas plans by shutting the country down for 12 days?
Okay.
The Olympics, right around the corner. Gotta appear as a united front with a very strong Queen.
All right.
But lastly, and most importantly, the Platinum Jubilee, the Queen's big 70th anniversary celebration. Kind of a big deal. Like I said, she can't die when she's 69. 70s are right around the corner. So there's some evidence that they have put out to prove that the Queen is still alive. Like this photo, here she is. And I should explain that in this photo set where she's looking at like letters or something from children as part of her Platinum Jubilee, she's in an empty room. There's nobody else there. So could have filmed this shit a long time ago.
Okay.
During Christmas, she released a video saying, Merry Christmas from the Queen or whatever. Again, just her in a room with a fireplace and a Christmas tree. Things that could have been recorded a long time ago. This one, a little bit more public. This is another photo from the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. And we do see some more people in the room. However, I'm sure the palace has a shit ton of NDAs. And one other piece of proof that we have that the Queen is still alive is she met with the Bidens. And here we see them in this definitely not at all staged photo.
No, that looks totally real.
It looks just totally normal. just absolutely totally normal. Now, here's the thing. I don't really have an end for this. So just wanted to get my conspiracy thoughts out there about why I think the Queen is definitely dead. And thank you.
Wow. Yes. Well done. Well done.
I can't wait to get sued. Like
that photo with the Bidens is just like, make sure you stand at least a foot away from the embalmed body of the Queen, just so that we can Photoshop her real face on there.
So you think they are weekend at burning the Queen right now?
Absolutely, I do. But also one other thing to consider: Putin's about to invade. We can't have a dead Queen. Right?
You know what?
So
there's just not a convenient time
to
die.
There's just not a convenient time. But also, they're soft launching the Queen's death. This week they had a whole thing about Charles and Camilla preparing to be king and queen consort.
Well, that was because the other two, the ones that are here in America now,
Harry and Meghan.
Yeah. Anytime they say anything, the royals throw something out there to distract.
Yeah.
It's called
And
flooding.
there was
flooding
also
the news.
There was also a period of time recently where the palace made a big push of making sure they knew Kate, like everybody knows, Kate Middleton is the face of the palace. Like they did a whole photo shoot with her, and like we're really promoting her for a while.
So here's my question then, Rebecca.
Yes.
We know that we can't keep this up forever.
I know.
So
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
if you can predict when they're going to announce the Queen's death, I will believe all of this.
I'm gonna say okay.
Tall order.
I'm gonna say either next month, March,
Okay.
or May.
Why not?
Months that begin
April.
with M. Okay.
For Monarch. Oh.
Think about it.
Think about
Wait,
it.
and the months that end with March and May, that's 2 M's. That's throwing shade at Meghan Markle. You see what I'm saying? Open your third eye, God.
But also, this really throws a wrench into my other conspiracy theory about how I think Prince Charles made a deal with the Queen that he would skip his position in line to the throne so that he could divorce Diana. But the announcement of letting them be king and queen consort just went right out the window.
Wow.
You know what's amazing is if you had a big enough platform and you turned this into a podcast, many people would accept it as reality.
You know,
We've
Tune
already
into
got
the
the name
Rebecca
for
Frost
it.
experience, baby.
I was going to say, if Joe
Queen
Rogan
Anon.
were here, he'd just be agreeing with all of
Yep.
this.
Yep. Like, huh,
Unlike
okay,
the rest of us who are laughing.
Oh, you don't agree? You don't agree?
The only reason why I'm looking forward to any of this is because the last time they dealt with this as a nation was in the infancy of television. Right? So it's like
Yeah, what
they
is
have
going to
all this-
happen now?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Was it, Rebecca Non or Queen Anon? I don't know, but I love it. It's
Rebecca Non.
Rebecca Nine, yeah. We've that one's been
Been in the
title for an
zeitgeist.
episode already. Rebecca
All right.
Nine.
You see, folks, you stick around, you get all this extra stuff.
Or we just say goodbye and end the broadcast.
It just depends on the day.
Yeah, thank you for letting me have this platform to share my, as my husband called them, my comedy thoughts.
tragedy plus comedy equals
Time.
podcast.
The Queen. Yeah. Her Majesty.
Her Majesty.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. We got to go and do some more stuff, and thanks for coming.
Stick around for more stuff.
Take care, you alphas. You get out there and be somebody.